Are you importing products from overseas and constantly worried that one faulty item could bankrupt your business? If that hits home, keep watching, because what you don't know about product liability insurance could cost you everything. Hi, I'm Gordon Coyle. Welcome to my channel where we talk about risk and insurance issues on the minds of business owners. As an expert business insurance broker, these videos are intended to help guide and educate decision makers to help make you a more informed insurance buyer. If I don't answer the question on your mind that brought you to this video, reach out and let's connect. I'd love to hear from you. Oh, and if you find this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. All right, so why do importers need product liability insurance? If you're bringing products into the US, which could be electronics or auto parts to toys or supplements, you are legally on the hook for those goods. Even if a foreign manufacturer built or made them, you, the importer, are treated as the manufacturer under US law. That means if a defective charger starts a fire or a small toy creates a choking hazard, your business could face a very significant lawsuit. Without coverage, you're exposed to lawsuits, product recalls, potential fines, or even potential bankruptcy. Here are some of the common scenarios we've seen. A chair collapses and fails and injures a user. Brake parts on a car malfunction, causing a crash. A safe supplement triggers a medical emergency. These are real-world cases, and they happen more often than you think. They all triggered expensive lawsuits that, without insurance, would have been devastating events for the business owners that were importing these goods. Now let's talk about the China factor. What makes it riskier? China is the #1 exporter to the US, and while it offers affordable manufacturing, it also comes with some real insurance landmines. The first one is quality control issues. Depending on the products and the QC deployed, there's often a higher risk of defects from cheap manufacturing techniques to cutting corners. I'm not saying that all Chinese products are cheaply made, but we have all seen them, and there is some real danger here. Second piece is no manufacturer's insurance. Even if your supplier or manufacturer claims to have insurance, good luck on collecting on a foreign policy. In every policy that I've reviewed from foreign manufacturers, the United States is excluded from the coverage scope. And trying to make a claim or suing a foreign manufacturer is next to impossible, as US courts do not have jurisdictional reach overseas in many cases. This is why your own liability insurance is your first and often only line of defense. Next are compliance problems. A lot of products often lack necessary certifications from UL, FDA, or CPSIA for kids items. And this can lead to real problems when trying to secure coverage. So, what does product liability insurance cover? Product liability, which is often made part of the general liability insurance policy, includes protection from bodily injury and property damage claims, including legal defense costs, which means that if you're sued over a product claim, the insurance company selects and pays your law firm directly, so you're not having to get involved in that process. If there's a settlement or financial award after the trial or out of court, your insurer pays that as well. The bottom line is that if something goes wrong, this insurance is what stands between your company and a courtroom disaster. Now, the big question on your mind is probably, what does it cost? And pricing is going to vary based on several factors, such as the type of products you import. Like, for example, toys and electronics are high risk and they carry higher premiums. Apparel or home furnishings are lower risk, so their premiums are lower. Other factors that impact premiums include your revenue and volume of goods shipped. That makes sense. The more you sell, the higher the exposure, the higher the ultimate premium. The product's country of origin also affects pricing. Products from China, India, and Vietnam typically will mean higher premiums than products from EU countries. Claims and safety practices, if you have clean loss history record and strong quality controls in place, that'll help ensure that your insurance costs are lower. Now, I'm going to give you some very broad estimates here on what we regularly see. But what I want to first tell you is that if you're on other websites and you see that the average cost is $27 a month or $63 a month, those numbers are really nonsense. And the annual cost of liability insurance will vary, and the final price is based on underwriting. But here are some very rough estimates for $1 million of coverage. Small importers can expect to pay around $2,500 to $10,000 a year. Mid-sized businesses, the premium range is generally $10,000 to $50,000. And for larger high-risk categories, we're generally looking in the $50,000 plus ballpark. So How do you choose the right coverage? And here's what I always tell my clients. Work with a broker who understands product liability insurance and regularly works with importers. That's us at the Coyle Group. We specialize in working with importers and difficult product liability risks. We do it every day, so we know what to look for and who to go to for coverage. Second thing is, match your coverage limits to your risks. Don't skimp on protection. If you're importing a high-risk product, especially consumables, or you're selling on Amazon, be aware of what they require as well as knowing what limits of coverage other vendors that you're going to work with have. Don't buy coverage online from a humanless website. You may end up with a policy that doesn't even cover foreign-sourced goods. It doesn't make sense to risk your business on a cheap policy. Lastly, consider umbrella or excess liability protection, which will provide protection above the $1 million general liability limits in your base policy. This is especially important if you import high-risk goods like auto parts or supplements. Look, one bad product can sink your business, but with the right insurance in place, you can import confidently, knowing that you're protected. If you're ready to talk about your coverage options or you just want a quote to compare against what you've got, reach out and let's connect. In the description box below, there's a link to our contact form. Fill it out and we'll circle back with a no pressure conversation so we can protect you and your business. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss out on the next one. Thanks.